thought it was my taser.
She's been a cop for 25 years and she was like, oh.
I thought it was.
What's crazy? The bitch was yelling "Taser, Taser" with the fucking gun. And I'm gonna start doing that when I'm about to start shooting Max. Next time I pull my gun on Max and I want to shoot him, I say "Taser, Taser,
Taser,
and clap his ass.
3,
2.
We just did this. I know, it's very apropos. You know, for having COVID, the song is called New Script.
Oh.
My nigga Cal got the Chico the Barge.
Sweetie,
Like
hello.
the nigga ought to be singing in the rhythm of the night.
Yo, I don't know that shirt, bro. It looks like the female Geordie.
Oh, yes, Guns Rams.
Okay.
Street artist from New York. Street skater.
All right. You ever get on a skateboard?
Nah, ain't my cup of tea, man.
Dude.
Niggas don't want to see a nigga on 4 wheels.
Dude, what if I wish you sounded like this forever, Jared. Just post it outside of a sitcom, just like, they don't want to see us on 4 wheels.
You sound like Marge Simpson out this bitch.
Forever?
Like Marge's sisters. Remember the sisters? They were smoking. Marge, you should leave Homer. It's fucking Jarren.
He just turns into an old head off the rep. Just,
COVID, they're trying to assassinate me, man.
Oh,
dude, how did it feel, bro?
It felt horrible, man.
Did it feel like did it feel like it was made in a lab?
Yeah, it felt like it was definitely made in the lab, man.
Had you ever been that sick before?
Nah. I mean, I've been sicker from asthma when I was a kid because I had to be admitted to the hospital. I would have went to the hospital on this shit, but they weren't trying to let a nigga go.
Yeah.
They
really?
just stay in the crib and shit. Hell yeah.
They're like, unless you're dying, we don't want you spreading this shit here.
It's like, unless you can't breathe or some shit like that.
But you got it like worse than your average, right? I mean, like, it wasn't like.
Nah, I wouldn't say I think I kind of got it average.
About average.
Are you still an anti-vaxxer?
Yeah. What Max say?
Are you still an anti-vaxxer?
I never was an anti-vaxxer. I listen, I never had no problem with the vaccine. My thing with the vaccine and is proven. Look, I just cleared my throat. My voice sounds back normal. Sorry, Aaron.
Aaron was gearing up for a masturbation session to Jarren's grizzly voice later tonight. Aaron was taking spank bang.
I was
pics.
excited.
Sorry, big dude. Yeah, man. Fucking what we was just talking about?
The vax.
Anti-vaxxer.
Oh yeah. Hold on.
Oh Jesus. Well, something's up.
No, my thing with the vaccine is that it felt like it was just too soon. You know, I ain't want to be one of the test dummies.
Yeah.
To
Get some
jump out
blood
there.
clots.
Johnson & Johnson had to recall their shit. Niggas over there getting blood clots in the brain.
I got the Johnson & Johnson joint.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I'm jealous.
But I think, did it happen like right after, or did it have the blood clot shit? Did it happen like
that
later?
shit just happened.
What percent have it? Like
There was like 4
0.001?
people who got a blood clot out of like millions of
outta here.
people. It was probably not even the fucking shot. These
Statistically
motherfuckers probably
irrelevant.
just had blood clots.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because they want to give you that fucking gene therapy one. That's why.
Ooh, there's gene
What's
therapy?
the gene therapy?
The
What's
mRNA, that's the experimental one. The
Wait, isn't
Johnson
mRNA
Johnson one
like
is the more
MRSA?
typical standard one. That's the old fashioned is the J&J.
Yeah. They give you,
You
a
know?
piece of the old virus.
Even
right.
Elon was like, I fuck with the J&J one. I don't think you need 2 of the
The other one.
other ones. He's like, maybe 1, but he's like, I personally, J&J is great.
I mean, I wonder if they, like, there are henchmen for each shot.
henchmen.
Like, does Pfizer have henchmen going in and trying to, like, spike the batch of J&J? And is that what happened, you know, with these blood clot people, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
Did they get, like, a Moderna spiked batch, you know, and then, boom, it's a wrap for you.
Possible.
I'm sad we got to get 2 of them now.
Wait, why?
Well, I mean, that's the only way
You
you'll
can't
be.
get the Johnson & Johnson anymore?
No, they stopped it.
Oh,
They
legit.
stopped the Johnson & Johnson.
Yeah, in
Oh,
the
they were
US.
talking about it. I didn't know.
No,
It was actually... I thought they didn't.
The
They-
U.S. paused all
I
Johnson
thought
the
they
Johnson.
paused all,
CDC.
yeah, they paused all Johnson & Johnson.
I think they paused new shipment of it. I think it's still being administered.
Is it?
I'm not positive.
I'll look it up real quick. I know. I think they.
Jarren was positive.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I'm pretty
Are
sure.
you still positive, bro?
I ain't take another test yet. I know I was I was COVID positive. Max was HIV positive. Just a bunch of positive guys here.
A lot of positivity in the room. High school dropouts.
So we got on the drive. It's weird that I didn't get it because like coming back from the tour, we were in the car together for like 10 hours. I even gave him a kiss.
This guy.
And
Max is known for the wet cheek kiss.
Yeah. He did it to me too.
It wasn't wet.
It was gross.
It's always wet.
No, that was whatever. Anyways, so he's like complaining about being sick, but like we just finished tour, so he probably has a cold, whatever. So I fly home to my parents because for Passover, and my brother's wife's parents were also there. My parents have been vaccinated; hers hadn't, but they are hardcore anti-vaxxers, so they didn't give a fuck. But my brother was like, "Nah, man, you can't be inside with them." Once we found out about Jarren, so I was like eating the holiday meals like outside.
But they
in the
didn't
rain.
care. They were like,
They
come
didn't
on
care.
in.
And they're like old and shit. I get up to old people who don't care.
I
They're
love that.
Well,
shit.
they're like,
Well, it's weird because the mom, who's an older, like a grandma, is a doctor and is an anti-vaxxer. And I don't mean just anti-vax for this, like a full anti-vax for
like no
babies and everything. Real wacky.
This is your bloodline?
No. Anyways, so the next morning I got a rapid and I'm negative, which is crazy because we were like in the same vehicle, whatever.
No. You know what? You can't do rapids. That's what they told me. It was like the rapids are not.
We got a guest.
Yeah, they're like 40%. They're like 40% right. They're not
A
even.
lot of false.
They're not 100%.
A lot of false negatives on the rapid.
Yeah, the rapids ones aren't real. Hold on. Yeah. I don't trust the rapid ones at all.
That's what happened with me. I first took a rapid one because I was like, yo, I feel fucked up. Well, I woke up after we got home. We got home late as fuck. Well, like 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 in the morning, Max.
Max isn't paying attention. He's talking to his girlfriend in the middle of podcast. Jarren fucking comes back from the brink of death.
Yeah. And he's like, let me answer this FaceTime in the middle of the story.
In the middle of a really important story about
in.
how he got infected.
He's fine.
And he's asking you what time y'all got back that night.
It was late. It was like 2:30.
Yeah, 2, 3. And I went to bed, and when I woke up the next morning, I felt fucked up. Like my legs felt like I had just did like a leg workout. And my throat was like fucked up. Throat was fucked up. I had the chills. Like I woke up sweating. I never sweat in my fucking sleep. And I was like, yo, I gotta go get a test. So I went and got a rapid test. And the doctor came out after I got the test. He's like, hey man, your symptoms, all these symptoms you're displaying on here and what you're saying you got seems like it's COVID. He was like, do me a favor, wait 2 days and come take a real test, not a rapid test. He said you could either do a real test or they have another test they do where they swab the back of your fucking throat. So I was like, cool. I was like, I ain't paying no more fucking money for this shit. So CVS is doing it for free. So I went to CVS, did it, and sure enough, it came back positive.
I had heard that the rapids were bad in terms of giving potentially false positives.
False negatives.
Yeah, false negatives.
Yeah, whatever. I'm fine.
So you killed your fucking.
They're still alive. But so the next morning I get the test, it was negative. So I like walk right in, and like I guess I scared her because like I walked around a corner and she's like, huh? I was like, oh no, it's okay. I got tested. I'm good. She's like, oh no, I don't care about that. You scared me.
The only other time, Jarren, that you felt this level was or worse was when you had the asthma shit.
Yeah, I never felt this bad at all. The asthma was just I couldn't breathe, so I had to get rushed to the hospital. I would have rather had, I don't even want to say that, but I would have rather not been able to breathe with asthma and go to the hospital and be cool.
Because it's shorter?
This shit is just such an inconvenience. That's what's fucked up about it.
Well, how much of it do you think is like you missed me? Because we've been together for a week.
If that was the case, I would have fucking stayed sick. I would have kept trying to. I would have prolonged the fucking COVID.
No.
Were you just in bed?
Symptoms. I wasn't even in bed. I was on the couch.
Just dying.
How many times a day did you shower?
I skipped. I would shower. I probably went like 1 day without showering. Okay. Because the shower would make me feel good.
Yeah. I sometimes shower more when I'm sick because it's just like, it feels good. Especially like a cold or something. What, hey Kyle, pay attention.
No, I am. I'm actually trying to gear up a segment of our podcast.
So
I'm
Jarren, how was your 3 weeks? We've missed a couple. Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah, Jarren got
It was
sick.
shitty. I just start feeling like I don't have COVID probably a day, probably 2 days ago. Yesterday. I'm gonna say 2 days ago.
That's wild.
Yesterday, yeah. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? The worst thing about it is the fever. It's like off and fucking on. It's like, and it seemed like it happens more at nighttime. Nighttime is the worst. It's like, oh my God.
All right, COVID's old news. How was the tour?
Well, no, we gotta hear about what he did. Also, I want to know: did you tell the doctor that you had just been on tour? Were you like, I was just been packed out shows with 300 people?
Yeah.
That's probably
you know what the fucking public health, the public Department of Health of Georgia called, and they asked you all these questions to see if they could track it. Or I don't know. What
they called me.
Yeah, the public health of Georgia.
I gave him.
You gave him my fucking number.
Yeah,
so I'm on my way to the test, and I got a call from like a Georgia number. So I don't know, and it was the Georgia Department of Health, like asking me a bunch of questions.
Can you trace, Jarren, like who you got it from? Like, can you think about like maybe somebody coughed in your mouth, or you know?
Nah, nobody coughed.
It might have been that one guy.
You know what I think I got it from? I have no fucking idea.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How does that work? That contact tracing, like we come into contact, like does that only work if you come into contact with very few people?
I don't know.
What do you mean? No, I mean,
like how? I don't know.
All right.
Underslept.
I say also the worst part is not being able to taste.
Oh shit!
Fucking food. God damn.
You can't taste anything.
Nah, my taste vaguely is just now coming back a little bit, but not full.
Is it like you can't taste like because your sinus is fucked up, or is it just like, yo, everything's normal, but just the taste is gone?
Nah, you could. From my research, it's showing that you really can't smell, and when you can't smell, it fucks up your taste. Yeah, your taste is gone. Everything tastes like shit.
But like your sinus wasn't blocked up. It was like your sinus was regular, but just the taste was gone and the smell was gone.
Yeah, everything.
That's the weird shit.
I couldn't taste shit. Like if I ate a pickle, I couldn't taste. If I ate a banana, I couldn't taste it. Sometimes shit would taste different. Like shit would taste like just bad. Like what the fuck is this shit?
I wonder if rim jobs are more common during that phase, you know, where you're just like,
Jarren,
you know, baby, it's time for a treat.
You know, I've been so in a house quarantined by myself on this couch dying. I forgot the immaturity of the high school dropouts. I guess I'm back in society now.
There it is.
Welcome back.
Big welcome back. You're now a veteran of COVID, which I think would be good for your record for president.
Yeah.
You understand what the people are going through.
I know how to handle this shit.
Do you feel like you have that in common? Like you see someone else who's really been sick and you're like, you know each other like on a deep level?
Nah. I would have to know if they was
like,
sick.
we'd have to have
like Vietnam War vets and shit? No, okay.
Yeah. We would have to have fucking I survived COVID shirts on.
True.
Well, how was tour? Was it fun other than that?
Tour was fun. I'll never do a tour with Max where he actually puts the car in his name because his compulsive cigarette smoking is disgusting.
That's
so
such
foul.
bullshit.
Yeah, I think that's really what fucking caused it.
It definitely helped. It definitely helped. That definitely fucked
it.
your immune system up and made you more prone to it.
You know, it made me feel more sick. I will say that.
So when he got that first test and it was negative, he said, "Great, I'm sick, and it's because of Max's cigarettes. I swear to you."
Mm-hmm.
Well, we were in the group chat.
Well, there's actually a possibility
No.
that they contributed.
Yeah.
Number one. Number two, I smoked literally. I smoked almost none. I smoked maybe like 7, 8
No, he
cigarettes.
didn't.
On Rough, I smoked 7, 8 cigarettes across the entire tour in the car.
Well, 7 cigarettes that sailed 1,000
7
ships.
too much.
You know,
Too much.
I remember I was sick. I went with Aaron. This is the time Aaron Cohen was smoking and Max in Max's Infinity. So I was in the backseat of his Infinity,
just
like
eating
maggots
ass.
all over my lap and all the disgusting
this was
McDonald's trash.
pre-maggot.
And so I'm like, we're going to Vancouver from Seattle, and I'm sick. I'm like feeling a little sick, a little ill. These motherfuckers are just blowing smoke. It's like I'm in a stratosphere of tar, and it really went down. You know, I was unable to enjoy. Yeah, it was really terrible.
You know what cigarette smoke
shit.
people don't understand is that how they cigarette smoke.
How much of a bummer it is. Yeah.
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 It's really a bummer?
It's a real bummer.
Bad.
Do you agree?
Bad.
Yes, in like a car sense, yeah. It
In
is.
a lot of ways, like we'll be like I'll be here in the basement, and Max will open the door, and of course, like just smoke right outside the open door, and the smoke looms
The
in,
smoke.
Yeah,
and it's like
smoke
fuck, the whole fucking room's gonna
lowers.
smell like smoke and it's like it's a pain in the ass. Same thing happened, and this was very nice. We'll get into it, but he helped me move. So Max is an interesting character because he does some things that are like absolutely like beyond irking, but then he does like these heart of gold things, you know what I mean? And so it's and sometimes they'll combine. So he helped me move, and it was wonderful. He's fucking carrying couches like Hercules. He's doing great stuff, really really was putting his
Max
back into
carrying
it.
it.
He was putting his back into it. I was surprised, and yeah, because I have I got the arm issue, so I'm rendered a little useless, and Max was he was doing the thing. And then he sits down afterwards in my new crib. He sits down right in front of the front door with the door open and just blows Newport 100s deep into my new building.
Hundreds.
And he's like talking on the phone, shouting. So it's like I have the loudest, most smoke-smelling motherfucking, and that's my new neighbor's impression of me right off the bat. So it's like the combination. So interesting, the juxtaposition. Max is quite a character. Odd duck.
Anyway,
Yeah,
you said I belonged in a loony
odd
bin.
duck.
Yeah,
An odd duck.
definitely an odd duck.
I'm not an odd duck.
But we love him.
Yeah.
I did make an odd duck move yesterday.
Well, yeah. Let's talk about your week, Max. So now that we've put you on
3
Front
weeks.
Street. Yeah.
I had a busy 3 weeks. I went on tour with him. Yeah, that was the last episode we did, and then tour was good. It was fun. It was me, Jarren, Dirty, just the three of us, so it was like smaller than usual. Usually there's a bigger group. So that was new, but it was a lot of fun.
Did you guys have a pillow fight?
Me and Dirty?
In the hotel room?
Probably. No. Then I flew to my parents' house to visit. I hadn't met my new nephew because he was born in COVID, and I just hadn't, met him.
He was born in. Oh, I got it.
He was born in COVID. Just sounds strange.
Yeah.
Like a crack baby, but like a
Leo
COVID baby.
Yeah. He's the original baby. He was born in
He's a COVID baby.
Oh,
And
shit.
then yesterday I bought a ridiculous item.
Yo, Max.
What'd you buy?
Oh, does Jared not know?
Holy shit.
Oh, Jared, he's
This
flexing.
motherfucker, bro. This is the top Max
What'd he
flex
buy?
of all time, maybe.
Tell him.
Like a really high end Mercedes.
Oh shit, my nigga. Where my cut at?
It's ridiculous.
It's crazy, bro.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm not going front, bro. He definitely.
It's
he
like
did
a
the
brand
thing.
new
He did the thing.
AMG GT 53.
Oh, well,
or
that's
something.
dope. I'm proud of you, man. You get rid of that fucking. You still got that maggot car?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, what are you
But when
gonna
I-
do with it?
I don't know. I'm gonna try and. Who's gonna buy that?
I
shit?
think Max needs a dump car to just
Yeah.
like
I need- I
twice
need-
a week just
twice a
be
week go in the
maxing.
dump car.
Yeah,
This shit is crazy.
it's insane.
It's crazy. Like it's brand
Max,
new.
let me hold something, man.
No, I don't have nothing left. So today.
Yeah, you do.
So today I call a therapist. So I've been like thinking about getting a new therapist, whatever. I was thinking about it a few months ago. So I like hit up like something in network. Kyle and other people were like, if you get like the crappy like in network therapist, they're gonna be trash. But I'm like, yeah, but it's covered. So I got a trash therapist. First meeting, pretty bad. Second meeting, he didn't show up. So whatever. So I was like, all right, I got to get a good one. So like I got the recommendation. I got the, because the best ones, presumably, okay, so I guess the way it works is like, if you're really dope, you're going to have clientele, you're going to get like referrals, whatever. Some people have money to pay. So they're not going to monkey with insurance because like insurance is a huge pain in the ass, not just for us to deal with as clients, but also for them to like do all their billing.
Yeah, and they don't need to.
Yeah, they don't need to. If you're really dope, you're getting all the referrals, all the business you
get the bag.
need. Like you only have so many hours in a day to work. Like you just don't take insurance and you can, whatever. So I got the dope one connected, called her today, $250 a week.
This is Max setting at the stage for the fact that he will go ape shit and buy a Mercedes
And
Benz.
it's like I don't have the money for that. This car is.
He will buy a top flex. I mean, this shit is really nice. This is the type of car that like the CEO of like a very high level, Wall Street company would probably purchase, right?
Max, should I buy one? Would we be twins?
I don't want to put it on Front Street, but I don't think it's a good investment for you at this.
So imagine that CEO. Right? They got this bread. And then, their wife's like, yo, you need to go into therapy. And they're like, I can't afford it. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
But it was I was kind of upset yesterday because I'm leaving and they had to like bring it out around back. And in the back in the parking lot, there's like a fuck ton of Mercedes, right? And I see one and I was like, oh, that's it. I was like, oh, wait, no, it's not. Cost half.
Yeah, that's the thing. So now Max. So he got like the top of the line. Not. I mean, you didn't get a Maybach, but he got a very high end Mercedes. Right. There are many lower end, and they're all Mercedes.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So now as we drive down the street, Max just points out Mercedes. Look at that dump. Look at that piece of shit.
This shit is crazy. It's so tight. So we went last night, and it wasn't so fast, but like went like 130 without even like.
Yo, that shit was scary, my
a
dude.
sweat. Like you didn't
front.
feel it. You felt like you were going 60 and it was 130.
I was driving.
Listen, man, I come back from tour broke. Max come back fucking bomb Mercedes.
Joyriding.
What do you think those meet and greets?
This motherfucker.
I'm just kidding.
Quintessential.
Right, manager? No, it's definitely sofa money. All sofa money, but that's okay. I don't know. I felt like it was a weird relation. Like,
well, let's talk about the fact that you bought this Mercedes, and for a long time, as a Jewish man, you felt like buying a German, Nazi mobile was out of bounds.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
What a sellout.
Yeah, a little bit.
You
I feel
feel
kind of a little. It's super nice, so I'm fine. But I never thought I would. And then, should I put it on?
Yeah, whatever. Talk about it.
I mean, it was a lie. I told Aaron that. So, okay, so I've been wanting a Tesla. I've been wanting a Tesla for like many years. Like before any of my friends knew about Tesla, like I was in on it.
Why didn't get the Teslas?
Well, so listen. So I bought Tesla stock like a decade ago. Like I've been in on Tesla, but I was in New York. I never needed a car, whatever. So I've been waiting, and it was like that new steering wheel shit came out. I was like, I'm gonna get one. Like I'm committing to LA. I'm gonna buy a nice car because like, why do you need a nice car? It's not necessary, but like whatever. I'm gonna do it. So I call them. 12 weeks. You order now, you'll have it maybe in 12 weeks. Oh, shit. All right, well, let me come test drive it. I've never even driven one. Like, no, we have none in stock. You'll have to wait 12 weeks to drive one, but then if you order then, it'll be another 12 weeks to get it. I was like, all right, well, let me drive last year's model. They're like, no, we don't have any on the showroom floor because we're refreshing. So it's like, so I got very upset.
This is classic Max, too, because he's in this.
I've been waiting
he waits
for years
10 years
to buy
and
a Tesla.
He can't wait 3 more months because
I made a
he's
decision
got
I was
the
gonna buy a
impulse
car.
now. So he goes and buys a Nazi mobile.
Yeah, so I was like looking at all these American made, and then I talked to Lindsay, and she was like, if you don't have a Mercedes, you're not going to make it in the rap game.
Which is not what she said.
She said you have a choice. She said,
You know what's so crazy?
She said you get a Mercedes. I'll tell you what she said. She said you get a Mercedes, you get a BMW, you get an Audi, or a Tesla, or you ain't shit.
I hate that.
Yeah, that's so annoying.
She's super kind of whack.
It's corny as fuck. Because I used to hear that from a bunch of fucking executives and shit like that. But I'm not gonna say a bunch of executives, a bunch of just idiot fucking executives. The majority of them were black.
Well, yeah, and I also say that Lindsay calls little people midgets.
Yeah.
About 5 times a day she's referring to midgets.
And then so I was thinking of buying it. She came with me to
Till
Mercedes.
she comes on, she gets.
So when I was about to buy it, I like had cold feet. She was like, "Don't Jew out."
She's also like ravenously anti-Semitic.
Yeah. I remember her.
Well, she called you the N-word.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And it was really weird coming from a black woman, but just the way it came out,
super weird.
Yeah, it felt almost like that
Like
weird
a white woman saying it.
Yeah,
Yeah, because she said the hard ER in it.
yeah. It was the way she said it. Wow,
She said, "Max, I just don't like you hanging around that nigger."
it was tough.
And then she was blasting Candace Owens in her Audi. It was weird.
Well, that was when you and her were driving around.
Yeah, we were hanging out listening to Candace Owens.
So anyways, she definitely didn't say that, but whatever. So I fucking did it. It's beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, congrats, man.
Congrats. Yeah, got a car, getting out of the maggot mobile.
The thing,
I'm
it
about
feels
to
weird to
fucking-
hear the congrats because like I didn't like. I guess like to have made the money to get it was cool, but like yesterday I was just like I wasted a bunch of money. I don't know what's congrats about that.
There's something that a lot of us have this desire to splurge at that degree on something, and to give yourself that sometimes isn't easy. So you have to congratulate someone for being like, "Yo, you went for it." I think that's what it is.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's interesting because like my relationship with money I think is strange. Like because I got
Yeah, you're
like
Jewish.
so I'm Jewish. I got some like workaholism for sure, but I've also like unlike like other people say in my family who are also Jewish or whatever. hardworking people. I think I'm definitely more driven than the other members of my family. But whatever. I've also like had nothing in a way that like most of my peers haven't. Some of my peers for sure have, but like that I met in sobriety or whatever. But like the people I grew up with, none of them were ever homeless. You know what I mean? To like the degree of like ate at fucking like soup kitchens.
It's really interesting.
What?
You know, yeah. I mean, obviously you didn't come from nothing,
No.
but you went to nothing.
Yeah.
And
your choices.
really,
Oh, 100%.
well, you really went
No,
to
I'm
shit. But as a result, I mean, you do have a level of ability of appreciation which is odd at times. Like, you know, Max can eat a piece of food, and because he was raised with some privilege, like he knows the quality of the food, and he's like, this is shitty, you know. But then he'll eat it, and he'll eat the whole motherfucking thing, and like lick the plate. Yeah, that was shitty. You're licking the but it's because like, you know, he's fucking been to prison, and he knows like that, you know, you gotta fucking appreciate your meals. So there's an interesting thing going on there as well.
For sure, but just in terms of the money thing, it was like it's interesting because like I had it was savings. It wasn't whatever. It was just like. I don't know. It was like an interesting, like personal moment. Like, should I do this? Should I not? I was like, it's not going to really affect my life. I'm gonna fucking do it for myself. Yeah, it was like a weird personal.
Yeah, it's a come up.
Fuck with it. Yeah.
It's a come up, man.
Yeah. Anyways, how have your 3 weeks been?
Fantastic. Went to Big Bear.
Did
A
you
lot of
buy a car, too?
vacationing.
Big
What is
Bear.
that?
You buy you a car too?
No, I'm actually about to buy a van to try to live out of, or like do,
No.
to do, you know, go on the road and travel with it. So that's what I'm thinking of. But I went to the beach, surfed a little bit.
Were you able to surf like
I
successfully?
got up on one good one. Yeah, I was fucking.
Have you surfed before?
Once? Yeah, in La Jolla. That was fun. And doing stand up a bunch. I mean, life is good.
And we've done
Allie McCluskey,
McCluskey
who was recently on her second fucking episode
of Joe Rogan. We
Joe
give her a
Rogan.
round of applause.
And she's one, and we had her first. We had her.
We had her
pre-Rogan.
first.
Rogan keeps biting us.
Yeah,
We made her famous.
we did. But yeah, I mean, really, I can't complain. Good to see the family, hang out with them, and just chill.
I have
So-
a couple questions.
Yeah.
When you host an open mic, is that like you do a few jokes in between the different
Just that, and you just do some time off the top too.
at the beginning?
Yeah, at the beginning,
Gotcha,
which is the
okay.
worst time to ever do
For sure.
stand up at an open mic.
But you're kind of like emceeing the thing.
Yeah,
Got you. Okay, cool.
and you got to keep a positive vibe, and it's hard to do. I mean, you're watching people bomb and then I feel responsible every time someone bombs. So it felt
Really?
like I bombed 33 times yesterday. It was miserable.
That's hilarious.
But $10 an hour and you get a free 5 minutes up top, you know, which is just fantastic. But other than that, the other mics have been fun and shit's opening up. I'm going to go on the road again, do some rehab shows in the next couple weeks. So
That's fire.
I'm feeling good.
I know like over the last several months, you've kind of been like, I need this shit to open up. I'm not doing my thing. Now that you're kind of doing your thing, do you see that like you're feeling like?
Oh yeah, I feel 100% fine. I
That's
feel way
dope.
better. Yeah, I feel way better
That's
getting to
dope.
be able to do some stuff. So yeah,
He hit me up like a week ago and was like, "Yo, I'm moving out." I was livid.
April Fools.
oh yeah, no, I was talking to Caitlin. I was like, I'm gonna fuck with Max real quick. I was like, hey, I'm looking to sublease my room out.
I came up with all these things about like why he was a bad person. I had him laid out, and so I
Aw.
FaceTimed him.
That's really just love.
Oh, you actually went and took the time and wrote.
I didn't write it, but like
Why
I
is
know
it-
what because I was with Lindsay.
He was just venting.
And I was like, it's fucked up. It's especially fucked up because of XYZ. And like, then I called him like, and he was like giggling. I was livid.
because he was like, swear on your mother, and I just said swear. He said say it, and I was like, I'm not gonna say it. I just won't respond because
Well, that's
that'll
his
make
tell.
him freak out.
He won't swear on his mother if he's lying. Journal.
Well, you got any sacred swear people you won't swear on, Jarren?
I don't swear on my kids. I mean, I will if I'm not. I mean,
Okay, that's it.
I guess I can't. What I'm saying is, I won't lie and
Yeah.
swear on somebody.
Okay, so Kyle, mother. Aaron, mother. Me, baby brother. You, kids. We have it.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. How was your 3 weeks, Kyle?
It was good. I want to invite the audience to also, chime in. Let us know what you won't swear on. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
We try to get some interaction.
Yeah,
But mine was good, man. I'm in the soft cast now. So that's good. It's healing up. Thumb is
I
healing up.
forgot my man fucking had that
The motorcycle
stunt.
Bro, yeah.
Nigga tried to jump over a shark
Yeah.
on a motorcycle.
Yeah. So, no surgery needed, which is very, very good for me. And my Kaiser kicked in, which is a good look. Shout out to Kaiser.
Healthcare good.
Yeah. I was in there with I was in their orthopedic, and they had some beat up motherfuckers, man. Yeah. Kaiser Orthopedics. But it was good. They made me wait because they had some old, just, one-legged types. And, it was battered and bruised. But yeah, I moved. I moved from Los Feliz to Koreatown, a one-bedroom. Shout out to Velia, who helped me move. My wonderful, powerful Mexican Aztec, road dog. You know what I'm saying? Y'all met Velia before, So that was dope. I moved, man. It's seamless. I'm here. I'm in Koreatown. I have no motorcycle. I bought a car, a piece of shit, for $6,200.
Did you get you a fucking Mercedes?
No.
Why didn't Max just give you one of his cars? Like a real friend.
Max does wonderful things. There are certain things with which he just feels like he needs to get money for, and one of them is his shitty Infinity.
No, I let you borrow it whenever.
And he did. Again, he let me borrow it whenever. It's great. But when it comes to, I was like, yo, I'll give you $2,000 for it. It's got to be three. I was like, oh, okay. So I went and I bought myself a shitty Nissan. But it's
for $6,000.
Yeah, well, it's got way less miles. And
how many miles on that Infinity?
It has 62,000 miles. Sorry,
I thought it was 72.
That ain't bad.
No, 62,000 miles, not bad, and 0 maggots.
Mine has 0. That's a fucking alleged.
I'll give you 3,000 for it.
No deal.
What is it? How does it drive?
It drives very smooth. I'm a little perturbed by the rattling in the bass.
Mine don't rattle.
In the sound system, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of rattly. But it's cool, man. I got, so I'm feeling good. I just applied for unemployment again for the re-up,
Hell yeah.
Which is nice. And what else? That's about it, man. Just I'm out here living, bro. Trying to get that government dime,
Wait, so you moved into a one-bedroom?
One bed. Yeah,
That's
it's the same
nice.
price as my Los Feliz studio.
Okay.
It's in Mexico. It's in the Mexico part of Koreatown.
Does it have parking?
I get parking as well.
That's great.
My motorcycle. So I have my motorcycle's in
What
the
are you
shop.
doing with that?
It's $4,000 to repair.
So it's sitting for a bit.
It'll be chilling for a bit.
Damn.
Yeah.
What are you
Motorcycle's on timeout.
Can you is that a big shit?
What?
So what are you gonna do about that? Because you still have to make the payments on it.
Oh yeah, I'll pay it. I'll pay the $4,000. I have my motorcycle out.
Mm.
I'll whip it around a bit. Probably crash it again, and you'll see me casting the other hand.
How much you owe on that motorcycle? You don't mind I asking?
So I owe. Well, if you count the $4,000 in repairs, it'll be
More than you did when you first got it.
yeah, but I traded in my old bike,
Okay.
so that kind of helped towards the price. But I'm still looking at about $13,000,
Oh.
Not bad.
No.
which is like 1 month payment for Max's Mercedes.
Is that monthly crazy, Max?
Crazier than that.
Except my rent.
So I've never leased so I leased it for 3 years,
Okay.
but I've never leased a car, bought a car with a loan. I've always just paid cash or whatever. So I don't have credit with a car situation. I only have credit cards. So my credit was good, but they're like, we don't have any history of you making car payments. So we'd really like you to pay all 36 months up front. But it ended up overall costing less because there's no interest on those 36 months. So I said, okay. So I did it. But it was a lot of money.
Yeah, he dropped the bag right on him, bro.
I dropped the bag on him.
Whole bag.
Well,
Here we are.
here we are. Max has got a nice car. We've got a lot of race topics to get into.
Oh, let's go.
I mean, it's been
Holy
3 weeks
shit.
in racist America. I mean, we got some shit to get into,
Yeah,
boys.
let's hit the current events, man. What do you got, bro? What do you got?
Oh, wait.
What?
We always like and subscribe. Go.
Do it again.
3.
2.
Oh.
But we just did this.
I know, it's very apropos. For having COVID. The song is called New Script.
Oh.
I give her my option, y'all the knife. Anxiety kept me up on many nights. Fight with my bitch, yeah. I wasn't committed, yeah. She said she go dip, damn. My heart got omitted.
We're definitely keeping that part where we just bobbed our heads to no music.
New Script, all platforms.
Matty Chimber, previous guest, was at the mic last night, and he said you come on his Spotify all the time, and he loves it.
Oh, that's dope.
He was saying that it's always fire shit.
Who was that?
Matty Chimber, the TikTok guy we had on.
Oh, that's dope, man.
Yeah, he was at the mic last night. He was like, bro,
He was really nice. He was kind of, it was like the bro-ish, like kind of like looked like a frat guy.
yeah,
I'm just okay. Yeah, I remember him.
So what do you got?
He do the funny TikTok shit.
Yeah.
What do I? Oh, well, a lot of race stuff. We'll go lighter into heavier. How
Like
about that? First one, Kyrie. Did y'all see
No.
where he got upset about the N-word being used from Dennis Schroeder to him?
No,
And he
I
said
didn't
that
hear
has
this.
no. He says he never wants to be called that. It has no term of endearment, no matter who it's from.
Dennis Schroeder, which I will say a white sounding name.
Yeah,
so
he's not a
he's-
white man. He's a black player.
from Germany though.
But he's like
I
not
fuck
light
with
skinned either.
Kyrie,
He's
man.
like
everybody hate on Kyrie and they saying like the way he acts. I fuck with him, man. I respect him.
I respect him for being his own guy.
What's
I
the
guess.
context here?
He's done
yo,
so much
Kyrie, my
hoo-ha.
nigga was doing crazy shit, and he's like,
He said, "Damn,
damn,
N-word.
nigga."
Yeah,
Like
'cause-
just to him, like
yeah." Well, because Kyrie went to slap the ball and they kind of got into it,
Oh, in game.
and Schroeder seemed kind of was like, "Damn,
damn,
bro."
nigga,
Yeah, and then
let the ball out.
Kyrie was like, "Don't ever fucking call me that." He like came at him and was like charging at him, and then he got ejected for it, and Kyrie took his jersey off and threw it in the crowd, and then made a big long post about it, and then wouldn't play the next game for personal reasons. They don't know if those are connected,
Wow.
but
I don't know, Jarren. Your man's is a little bit of a drama queen, man.
Oh my God.
real.
You know what? I get it. I mean, listen, this is what it is, man. I fuck with it. I mean, if you go get mad at a white person for saying nigga, get a niggas the same energy.
Man, Jarren, I don't think you want to be around Kyrie, man. With
I do think that, like, even me, but like, I'm a fan, and like, but I'm also like, I mean, probably more woke than the average American, right? And yet I do forget, but it's like, oh, he should just be a this, or like fall in line, or is like the natural steez. It's like, and I do think some of the stuff is corny and silly or whatever. Like, remember the flat Earth shit he did, whatever. But it's like,
the flat Earth shit was.
But I do fuck
Gotta
with
get your
like,
mans.
I do fuck with him like not conforming for the sake of conforming. I don't know if he's not conforming for the sake of not conforming.
Yeah, that sounds very overthought. I think that.
But no, okay, go ahead.
Good. No, I see what you're saying. And like, he's sort of like a one of a kind guy, and he's just kind of like, he's gonna be him. You know what I mean? And he's not gonna. But I think a lot of them are just like, I don't think it's pre-calculated. I just think that he's just kind of a little bit of an oddball, and like, okay, fuck flat Earth, and then he reads about it later, like, oh wait, flat Earth, okay, that type of thing. Oh, don't. I bet like in 3 months he'll be like dropping M-bombs left and right on motherfuckers.
Well, didn't
like,
he say
he'll listen to "Suck a Nigga" from Tribe Called Quest and be like, oh shit, it was a term of endearment. Oh, I mean, I don't know. That's the way I look at him. As far as ball, he's a genius.
yeah, it would be dope. But I like the idea of him being so talented and being like, I can just take off tomorrow because I feel like it, and like I can just be. It seems though he's just overly emotional and kind of sensitive and doesn't know how to deal with his anger, and then just will like lash out, and then I'm not coming tomorrow, and it's.
Which I think that's understandable. So
Yeah.
I can come back around to where you at, Jarren, on that level of like, all right, he's him, he's doing him,
But what is like? Are the other 11 players on the Nets roster not going to use the N-word now?
That's interesting. I mean,
way.
definitely not Kevin Durant. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying Kevin Durant doesn't give a fuck. He has enough influence. But it would be interesting to know that like
the
a
rookie?
lesser player be like, oh, yeah, tone it down, bro.
Yeah, if you're a bench
No,
player.
I wouldn't stop now. And if I was around Kyrie, I'm like, I'm not finna tone down me saying the word nigga. I won't call you a nigga, but nigga, I'm saying what the fuck I want to say.
But would you refer to him as that just as like you would to anyone?
If he told me he didn't appreciate me saying that, I would try my best to not call him that.
Yeah.
Or-
Hear that. But it is interesting, the idea of like the power in the locker room, you know, because he's a star, and you know, like if a bench player drops it, he could fucking get that dude, you know.
But I do wonder if it's different because he's like, if he were the lone star or the big.
What is this? Fucking Wild West out here with this?
No,
sheriff
because
talk?
if everyone was clearly below him, but it's more complicated when there's two that are at least as big as him, probably going to be using it. Then it's harder.
Then it's
to get
harder.
the
Yeah,
9 below him.
If he's the only one, like if it was like he runs
clearly
the whole
top
show,
dog,
then he might
it's
be able
different.
to. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, but
Now, is it that he doesn't want to be called nigga? He don't care if people around him say it. Is that?
Didn't you say?
Yeah, what's a?
I think he wants to like completely get rid of the
He went on a whole
word. Yeah, he
diatribe.
went on a whole Twitter thing.
I think
and
we
then-
should read it. I'm not.
Yeah, I'll read it
Yeah.
real quick. Let's see what he says.
Oh, he probably doesn't use the word.
No, he does not.
So I don't read it.
Well, first he tweeted right after. This was before he went. So these are right after each other, though. All praise to God, parentheses, Allah. I pray this world. Well, how do you say what? Do you
love
not
it.
say it like Allah?
No, I just love.
I
I
unplugged
love
the
it.
shit.
Yeah,
Keep going.
I got it.
That's classic Max unplugging the headphone scenario by slapping the desk, which also makes a noise we don't like to
just
have on
funny.
our podcast. Okay.
Is that not how you say Allah?
No,
No,
it
it
was
is.
just
It was
funny
just
because
great.
it's like in parentheses Allah.
I pray this world finally cleanses itself from the inside. God has seen enough from these devils running around here, confusing and dividing people up. The brainwashing, the indoctrination, the conditioning that we all went through is coming to an end. That was tweet number one.
Yeah, it's like one of them jail dudes who comes out, reads the dictionary, learns a couple things, and he's like, you know, indoctrination of the fucking the ludicrous contamination of the species and relation, you know, and you're just kind of like, all right, word, Kyrie. you know.
Yeah. And then 2 hours later, he tweeted, "The N-word is a derogatory racial slur, exclamation point. It will never be, dash, a term of endearment, dash, reclaimed, dash, flipped. Never forget its foul and true history. Throw that N-word out the window right alongside all those other racist words used to describe my people. We're not slaves or ends." That's the end of the tweet.
That one actually sounds a little calculated. I'll be honest.
I guess my issue with something like when you're coming from that perspective, like it will not be this, it will not be. It's kind of like not that I would say anything wrong with that, but it's like, well, what makes you the spokesperson?
Like, who the fuck are you? Are
Yeah,
you-
like,
yeah, I
well,
mean,
Jarren says this, you say that.
Yeah.
Like, you don't speak for everyone, even of that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like,
Like it's more like I'd rather hear you say like I feel this kind of way about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As opposed to like
Yeah,
it should not be.
I'm
You
a
know?
firm
Or
believer in that, man. Like when people come to their wokeness, I'm one of those people that I'm not. You can't put your, when people come to a certain senses. For instance, like when a person becomes a fucking vegan and they start, they see you eating meat or some shit like that, and they want to like shit on you and tell you how bad shit. It's just like let people come to. It's cool to enlighten people, but at the same time, be patient with people because everyone, comes to their own terms of whatever the fuck woke is in their world, when they come to it. So don't shit on every fucking body just because you captain goddamn woke right now.
I think especially with an issue that's like clearly not black and white. You know what I'm saying? Like there are smart people who give a fuck, who have so it's one thing if like someone was ignorant about something, like literally didn't know, and you enlighten them.
Yeah.
That's different than like, no, they see it a different way. They know all the issues, they know all the stuff but kind of see it this way.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that even more so in those cases, like, nah.
Yeah, I feel you. But he can, shout out to him for at least, being him. Letting it out there, put it out there.
Yeah.
So
I
hear
think
that.
we're ready for level 2.
Yeah, what you got level 2?
Oh, level 2. Well, is the Deontay.
Oh, that's level.
No, what else? Just let him jump in. Whatever you
Deontay
got.
Wright, right? That's his name, or
Yeah.
the guy who was shot in Minneapolis,
Right.
by the lady who thought it was
A taser.
her taser. I heard this bit. And I hate taking other comics bits, but this guy said a hilarious thing. He's like, "That's a comedy, right?" He was like, "You can't even like."
That's
He's like, if
wild,
you
bro.
brought that up to like CSI, they would be like, "Fuck out of here with that shit. That's not realistic."
it was a
Like you
taser?
thought it was a taser.
I thought it was my taser.
She's been a cop for 25 years, and she was like, "Oh."
I thought it was.
What's crazy,
my
the
taser.
bitch was yelling, "Taser, taser," with the fucking gun. And
She
I'm
was?
going to start doing that when I'm about to start shooting Max. Next time I pull my gun on Max and I want to shoot him, I say, "Taser, taser."
Taser, taser.
And clap his ass.
We already talked. Yeah, we did. Will someone be devil's advocate? Not me.
What do you mean?
Oh, in defense of her?
He just. Well, I mean, ultimately, check this out. I mean, like, she is an idiot. I don't know if it means that she's like, yo, fuck, has deep racism, in her heart, that she's like, I gotta kill a young black man, whatever the case may be. It sounds like she's a complete idiot and poorly trained, right? And all that kind of stuff. I do think that, no matter what, it's always going to strike a chord when especially young, but in general, a black man or woman is fucking shot down by police. So it still speaks, the fact that she's whack as fuck and an idiot and all that, whether or not she's a crazy bigot, it still speaks to the fact that, like, yo, y'all need to, like, be next level, making sure this shit don't go down at this juncture. You know what I mean? Like, training levels, you be tossing anyone who might mistake a taser for a motherfucking gun out the window at this juncture.
1,000,000%. Okay, go ahead.
I was going to say, too, I think if you're a cop in the Minneapolis area, I think it was like on the outside,
another level.
The chief should just say, hey,
don't pull over black people for 6 years.
Also, your gun, don't use it. You're going to get shot. And if you're not cool with that, please resign now.
Yeah.
But we're going to have to sacrifice some of y'all, especially until this Chauvin thing cools out a little bit.
Literally
Let's get through trial. How about that? And then we can readdress if you can use your guns again. Until then, you're going to be like the British people. We're going to give you a bat and a taser and good luck. I don't care.
Just keep a straight face. Don't fucking
Whistle.
100%. Especially with this case where it's like, he had a gun worn out, and it's like it was for a thing where he fled, right? So it's like,
ladies, that is why you get underpaid.
I knew he was gonna come with
Tim
shit.
Dillon did tweet that. He said, "Look at look at what happens when you let women be cops."
Wow.
Fucked up and hilarious.
Wow.
No, I mean, I think
She really fucked it up for women cops, though.
Dude.
To be honest. Like, that's no, bro. Like,
I mean, yeah, you did.
Well, I guess
25
with that
years
excuse.
of experience, and you still
right.
couldn't get it right.
So I want to clear up my thing real quick about the devil's advocate. Overall, in this scenario, 1,000% agree with you. It's beyond fucked up, all that. My only thing was about, like, the specifics of, and I haven't even seen the video. So she's yelling, I'm just curious. She's yelling,
taser, because that is what you yell out for. That's the cop's protocol for, I'm about to fire my taser, is yelling out taser.
The only possibilities, I think, if you're yelling taser, and you're pulling out your gun and you shoot him with a gun, are the following. Either you accidentally grabbed your gun, and you're a moron, or it's like very like
manipulative, like maniacal,
like super evil. Like, I'm gonna yell like
some Dr.
not
Evil
like,
shit. Yeah.
Like, she just wanted to fucking shoot. In that moment, she said, "Fuck the black kid." It was like way worse than that. It was like,
fuck the black kid, and I'm gonna act like I have a taser.
Yeah.
Or what if the 26 years of her experience, not giving her any excuses, she's never had any confrontation like that, and that was the first time she had a serious confrontation, and she didn't know how to handle the situation. She got nervous, and she probably maybe thought she had a fucking taser.
No, very poor training.
I think taser, she probably, I don't know, just from what I'm hearing, if she was yelling taser while she did it, I think, not excuse the whole thing. I'm saying that part might actually even be true. I don't think it changes that much.
But also, you could also say that maybe she immediately grabbed her gun because of maybe her racial stuff, right? Like, had her gun, and she shouldn't have even had her gun out to begin with, that could have happened. Either way, lock her up. She's got to go to jail for like years, I want years.
It's a tricky one, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, where do we lock her up? Okay, lock her up. But, like, to what degree does that end up being sort of a scapegoat situation where you're like, rather than holding accountable the motherfuckers who need to be training her, who need to be making sure she's in situations, like whether it's simulation or whatever, before she's even, who need to make sure that, like, the gun is not on the hip at that level, at that readiness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What did we say that we should have for these cops?
Sleep pellets.
That you put the sleep pellets instead of the fucking live ammunition.
Yeah.
How much better would we be off right now? Not us, but
now what if you hit him with the sleep pellet and he would have closed that door and then fell right asleep
and drove
into somebody?
Yeah. Like, he was driving when it happened?
Yeah, no, he drove off whenever it happened.
But I also don't understand this part, because he got shot, then he got in the car and drove off. and then crashed.
Yeah.
But it was the bullet wound that he died of, or do we know?
We don't. I don't know if we
Bullet
know.
wound?
I think it was
It's
the
the
bullet
bullet
wound. Yeah.
Bullet wound. Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, if me and you,
Another
if,
thing
if
too,
one
and,
of us,
and,
go ahead.
and why the fuck did he try? Man, young kids, man, I'm gonna tell my son the same shit. Just take the L, my nigga. Go to jail. Fuck it. Especially if it ain't for no like violent shit. If you ain't got no crazy warrants and no shit like that. He had a warrant, but it was like a misdemeanor warrant.
Yeah, he had 2 misdemeanor gun warrants. It was like
Gun, I thought
one of them
they
was
were weed and a failure to appear.
But like you're young, you don't know, bro.
That's
You're
what
just like
no, he had a gun. Yeah, he had a gun warrant.
you feel like your life. I mean, I don't know his situation, but like you feel like I know the vibes. Like you feel like your life is over if you get locked up in this situation. You gotta get
remember
the
my
fuck
first
out.
time.
You know,
Yeah.
you're 21, right?
He's
No,
20.
but then you also
20?
got to assess, it's gonna be worse. Like if you do run, it's just if you do run and you get away, you're gonna get caught. Now you got another fucking fleeing police warrant.
No,
Now
that's
you got
real.
a bigger warrant on you, and
Oh, great.
it's just gonna make a lot of shit way worse.
But he did
and
get
they already
away.
got your license. You like, no, he didn't get away.
Well,
He
the
got
first
shot.
time, I think that's maybe why he thought that's why the warrant was there, was because he fled and probably didn't even know he had the warrant. That's probably why he stopped.
If you're a cop, bro, fall back, bro. Let
I don't
let,
think he
let
would.
somebody
That would be a
flee.
misdemeanor if he fled the car. I don't think
That's
a
it.
misdemeanor.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's like, okay, he fled his little misdemeanors. Like, okay, that sucks. Okay, give him another penalty the next time we stop him,
or
whatever. But
collect
like,
the data, let him flee.
Get him the next
get his
time.
license and just creep up and figure out the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like
shoot.
yeah, like I don't think you gotta just like there's this brute force sort of like storm in and win vibe that I think a lot of
the
these
ego
cops be
gets
having.
involved, and they're
Yeah.
like,
You're not getting away from me.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you see how cops interact with you over a fucking speeding ticket if you like are disrespectful to, you know what I mean? If you like really try their like strength, then they really feel
So
it.
I got pulled over I 4 days into having my fucking Nissan, and I'm on Highland, and it's a nice ass street, right? And there's a guy stopping short in front of me a bunch of times. This is about a week ago, and so I'm going. It's a 35. I go 50 to speed up around him, right? Could I have like more conservatively like sped up around him? Probably, but he's stopping short a bunch of times. I just want to get around his ass. A bike cop, ironic because I got my bike accident. A motorcycle cop, speed guns me, pulls me over, comes up, and he's younger than me. He's a white dude, and license registration. I said, look, just so you know, guy in front of me was stopping short. I need to get around him. Went 15 to 35. I'm aware of that. I can't afford it. You see my car. I can't afford like a speeding ticket right now. I've worked in education a lot of my life, and there are a lot of people on this street, a lot of these cars that can easily afford a ticket like this. Is it really necessary? And it's really interesting because his response was just, "You're going a little fast," and then he gave me a ticket.
Oh, he didn't give you a warning. He didn't.
He's like, tell it to the judge.
But like, and
Aaron,
Aaron,
that was nice. I thought you were gonna get the win.
well, and Aaron mentioned this thanks. Aaron mentions we were talking. Actually, Aaron came was very helpful. Helped me pick up the car deep in the fucking valley, right?
Yeah, deep.
But we were talking about this. It does seem like the cops in L.A., as opposed to Minneapolis, are a little neutered right now. By the situation. This guy was. My experience is like when a cop pulls me over, they're trying to figure some shit out. Were you drinking? But like, oh, what do you got in the car? Like, oh, why'd you make that? Sort of antagonizing you. Oh, why are you going there? Because they want to have that you bring some energy that they can then subdue you and fuck your shit up and give you more tickets or whatever the fuck. That's been my experience, right? In LA, this was some soft ass shit. Like he kind of just she was just like, you're going a little fast. I mean, he stuck to this thing. I'm surprised at that. And I've heard other cases about this too in LA. People have been like, these two cops when my motorcycle stalled, they literally jump started my bike and gave me a card. Like how was my service? I mean, so I do want to say this to people in general that like the message has gotten across in a lot of police stations. For whatever reason, Minneapolis has been on some dumb shit.
Yeah, I think Midwest, but LAPD, it seems like they're even having to like deal with the homeless people. Like they're having to like talk to their like imaginary friends and shit. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, Charles is doing this. We're gonna get it taken care of. They have to fully like.
Yeah.
Hey, Kyle, I will say this though, Kyle. I don't even want to jinx myself. But I used to get a lot of tickets. I've beaten a lot of fucking tickets by going to court, and usually the cops don't show up and they just throw the shits out.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. So the thing with the ticket here in Los Angeles, it's 15 miles per hour over, and it's $35. Okay, which is not a lot of money.
That's it.
What happens though, and I looked into it, is it turns out that it's almost $500 more on your next insurance. So your next insurance cycle bumps up almost $500 more. So it ends up being
Also,
like a $535.
I'll tell you this: what they also can do if you go to court and if the cop is there, just plead like NOLO and tell the judge, can we not report this to they can do some shit to where it won't go to the insurance, where they'll have it to where it won't fuck with your insurance.
I'm sorry, I'm not that familiar with the legal. Did you say NOLO?
Yes, what's called. It's
like
like first
YOLO?
offenders.
Oh.
NOLO, NOLO.
Yeah, it's like first offenders.
It means like you're not necessarily saying you're guilty. You're not necessarily saying you're innocent.
Well, what's that?
You can just say NOLO?
Yeah.
You can plead NOLO.
Oh, I didn't know about this.
Yeah.
What is that, like a criminal case where you not plead guilty, not plead?
No contest?
Yeah.
That's plead the fifth.
No contest.
Oh, you're talking.
Right?
Yeah, no
I
contest.
didn't hear about no NOLO. That sounds like should be like a
NOLO
fucking
contest.
album cover.
Yeah,
Not an
NOLO.
album name. Okay. Yeah, I'll look into the NOLO.
And then you just talk to
the
them.
court
It's
case.
like, yo, I just don't want. Can we do anything you can do to adjust it to where it don't go to insurance? And they'll do it.
All right.
All right, that's a good look.
NOLO means I do not want.
Oh,
It means I do not want in Latin. I do not want. No.
What do I just say? I do not want.
what does it mean? What does it mean in the?
I do not want.
Look up NOLO judicial plea. Or some
Oh,
shit
that's
like
what
that.
it is. Yeah, well, it just says U.S. Law Legal Information Institute. Found almost exclusively in the legal term NOLO contendere. I don't know. NOLO means I do not want or I do not wish. Or I choose not in Latin. I do not wish.
That's what I wanted. How do you plead?
I will not contest. It pretty much means no contest.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I will not contest.
I do
So
not want.
that happened.
Well, I mean, we got to talk about tits now.
Well,
Tits?
we got tits coming up.
There's another
yeah.
race one too.
What do you got?
The Virginia,
Oh, now that was
the
fucked
soldier one, dude. That shit got me mad.
Yeah.
as
Oh,
fuck.
That shit had me
I didn't
pissed
see
off
that.
The
too.
pepper spray.
Yeah, pepper spray,
Yeah,
dude. Guns
that nigga was
blazing
doing
on
way
him.
too much.
Dude, had him fucked, dude.
Hey,
like
give me the breakdown of the situation.
they wanted to kill him pretty much, but that's
Yeah, they
the
was looking for a
Tarantino
reason.
version.
That
He
one
was-
cop was way out of control. Didn't he sound like Bert Kreischer?
Yeah, dude. He's
The cop.
He had the same exact voice.
look, man. I used to be in the army. I understand. After he's pepper sprayed him, the guy can't even see. He's like,
Wait, what's the scene though? Tell me the scene.
the scene is he
It
get-
was fucking Barney Fife ass cop that was overly fucking overdoing it, bro.
He got
Good
pulled
on
over for no license tag being shown. He had just purchased the car, so he had the temporary one in the window, right? Which you can see even in the body cam. You can clearly see the license plate
The temporary
in
one.
the temporary one in the window. It looks like he must have drove a little bit to a well lit area. I think was his intention, but whenever he pulled over, finally. They had guns drawn and were like, "Get the fuck out of the
So
car!"
he like drove a little bit further rather than being pulling
Yeah,
over right
just
away.
going to I've
what-
done that too.
Yeah.
I've done that.
Yeah.
I drove from like off of a exit of almost getting off the expressway.
He
get on
drove
the
over
exit and
the
go to
fucking bridge.
yeah, fuck
Anything
these
but
Not
this.
today.
Not
Someone
today,
leaves that
motherfuckers. But yeah, he was just trying to drive into a well lit area.
Yeah, he was like a legit like in active duty army guy. Like
He was in
Lieutenant.
fatigues, right?
yeah, he was dude. He like was not disrespectful at
Fucking
all.
in uniform. They pepper
In
sprayed his
uni-
head.
dude, and they have guns drawn on him, and then they're like, "Get the fuck out of the car!" And he's like, "Bro, my hands are out. I don't want to like.
Like,
I
don't want
feel
no smoke.
scared to like reach into my fucking car right now."
Yeah, he was
dude.
like, "What's going on?" And
Yeah.
the funniest part is when the goddamn over dramatic cop says, "Oh, you're about to ride the lightning."
Wait, what? He said what?
That
He
nigga
about
said,
to
"You're
ride
about
the
to
lightning?"
ride the lightning.
he said, "You're about to ride the lightning," and he was
What
like,
does that mean?
Isn't that a taser?
He's about to
What
mace
tases
yeah, he's about to tase his ass. And then he goes, "I'm scared to get out of the car." And the cop goes, "You should be." And it was
Yeah.
like, okay,
What-
dude, I'm definitely not gonna. His seatbelt was on. He was like, dude, and they kept going for his car. And he's like, "What is going on, dude? What are you doing? I'm in the service. I'm active duty. Like, dude, what is going on?" And And then he just, even when he maces him, he almost just looks like he's mad at him. That's why he maces him. Like, for no reason, he's just like, fuck you, bitch. And then just maces him.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, oh, fuck, dude. He's like, my dog's in the car. Like, he can't, like, he's like, dude, this
The
is
guy
like,
was calm as fuck.
He was mad chill about it.
calm as fuck, even after
Super
getting
calm.
maced. He was like, all right, dude, get me out of this car that I can't see. I'm not reaching in the car. You can reach in and.
Wow.
And as the man blind, he's like, take her, get her, undo your seatbelt, undo your seatbelt.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, look, man, I'm fucking over here.
He's like, dude, I can't
So
see.
that's the thing is like, if I go for my seatbelt, you're gonna say I'm going for a gun.
Exactly. So he
Yeah,
was just
yeah.
like, he's like, you're not getting any reason to shoot me. Go ahead and take me out of this fucking car.
Wow.
And then he's like, I want to see your supervisor is what the guy says. He's like, let's see who's in charge. And the guy's like, look, I'm gonna be honest. He's off today. I just called him. He's off. I can't do nothing about it. He's off. But I was in the service too. I think once they found out he was actually active duty and shit, they must have felt like he was like, I was in active duty. And I know, there's no double jeopardy in real life, but in the military, there's double jeopardy. So you'll get done twice. So we're not going to charge you with anything. No ticket or anything.
Yeah, he's
We're
like,
just gonna fuck you up.
he tried to tell him some shit like this. Listen, man, if you don't want to say anything about it, we won't say anything. You go, we'll go. I'll let you go. I'll go.
But he's suing him, so get that bag, brother. He's
get the
going to
bag.
get the bag, and
That's fire.
and they fired those 2 Virginia cops, which
Well, that could be a come up then.
They were the goofiest fucking cops
so
ever.
good.
Like,
Dude,
yo.
he looked like a gym teacher almost. That like, look,
Yo,
brother,
yeah.
I'm not going to get you this time, but we're going to cut you a break. I was in the service. I understand. Yeah,
Are you about to ride the lightning?
I can't believe you said that
Hey.
shit. Ride the Lightning. That's a good.
dude, I
gotta
wouldn't.
watch
I
this.
wouldn't.
Good episode name.
I wouldn't touch the fucking. Yeah, I wouldn't touch anything in the car either if
neither.
some guy's coming out. You about to ride the lightning, brother? What the fuck, dude? Especially in full military gear, like
So when he's saying ride the lightning, he is saying tase.
I think
Yeah.
so.
But what if
I
he's
think
not?
that's what I'm thinking.
That's even scarier,
That's
bro. Like,
terrifying. That's
if
so
someone
fucked.
says you're about to ride the lightning, bro,
Oh yeah, who knows?
like there's no. That's one of the scariest things.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
could
or
have
it could
someone
kill
say.
you. I mean, you don't
You're,
know.
like if someone if anyone just comes to me and says you're about to ride the lightning, I'm just fucking pissing myself.
oh,
Scared.
also, if he's like, I'm scared to get out of the car, you should be. Okay, I'm definitely not gonna do
Yeah,
anything
I'm not
now.
gonna get out the fucking
Dude, I'm
car
just
now,
like,
dog.
what the fuck is the point of this? They were definitely I think maybe they realized they fucked up coming out guns drawn and were like, all right, I guess we got to fully enact like this is an actual serious thing.
Bro,
you know?
that shit should have been, I hate that the black dude went through this shit, but that shit is a comedy skit.
Almost like Reno 911.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
like
It was,
It's like this thing, where like you're saying, it's like we're in motion now. We know we fucked up probably, but we're too committed. How we can't backtrack. We can't, you know what I mean? We don't know how to, and that might be a piece of training that needs to be learned. Like once your gun's drawn, once you went extra, you did too much. How do you now like fucking fall back a little bit? You know what I mean? Learning the
just fall
fallback
back.
methods.
well, that's what they were saying too. Is this military guy had better de-escalation training than they did because he kind of was like doing a decent job of being like, "Hey, what's going on, guys? Like, I don't want to get out." And he was smart about it because honestly, I think if he would have reached in his car, they might have shot him.
Yeah.
Legit.
Oh, yeah.
supposedly, I heard, I could be wrong. Allegedly, I heard that he had a gun on the seat and he was trying to. I don't know. I'm not even gonna repeat it. 'Cause I heard he had a gun on the seat.
He might have too. I mean, he was in full military gear. I mean, he probably had some type of.
But I
weapon with
think,
him.
but they were saying something where he had it on the seat. He was trying to knock it down just because he didn't want them to give anything like He felt like the motherfuckers was gonna kill him, and they actually were.
Yeah,
they had that aura.
Dude, if he reached in his car, boom. They probably hoped he reached in his car because then boom, and then they could be like, "Look at the gun he had on. He was reaching for."
Oh yeah,
we thought he was reaching for.
Yeah.
You know,
that's.
He just had to take his L and get maced real quick and just.
Well,
Yeah,
it could be worth it, bro. I'd go through that if I get a real good bag.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you know what I mean.
Hell yeah.
So that's a come up.
He should get $1 million at least.
Think
Yeah.
that in
$1
your
million
head too. If it ever happened,
Yeah.
like just think like, you finna get a bag.
At least $1 million.
Some of it, I think, is just how like
million.
big the news got. The news got real big.
And then you get $1 million.
You get a million.
Easily. George Floyd's family got $27 million. And I know that resulted in loss of life, which is clearly like way
terrible,
more than.
but-
But like,
That's
how many lives have been lost where like there was a lawsuit, they won, and it wasn't 27 million.
Yeah,
You know
Or
what I
where
mean?
nothing fucking happened.
Yeah. No, exactly.
So yeah, I'm glad to hear that bags are being doled out. Not doled out, but they're being earned. Earned. Yeah, you're earning a bag. Well, look, I'd like to get us to tits. And I'm trying to launch a little segment here with Would You Rathers. We actually had a nice person asked us once, would you rather have dicks for fingers or was it dicks for hands or a hand for a dick? So I want to just do a couple would you. So I got one for y'all. Would you rather walk in on your parents having sex? This could be when you're a kid. This could be now, whatever. Or have them walk in on you having sex.
I've done both and had both.
Same.
I've seen I walked into my mom having sex with a fiance one time, and my mom. Oh, I think she was a G about it too. She knew I was having sex. By the time she got to the bottom of the steps, she didn't even come in the room. She was like, "Jarren, you in there?" And then she just went right back up. So
wait, how old were you?
16, 17.
Okay. And then what happened on the other side of the coin when
I just woke up. She was engaged to this dude. Oh man, this dude broke her heart. Oh, I'll tell the story another time. And then I fucking
Abort her.
you were fucking and they walked on you. She walked on you. I'm saying.
No, that's the one where she
Oh,
came
no,
downstairs.
that's the one. Yeah. She didn't necessarily walk completely in on me. She was walking downstairs, and I was having sex, and I heard her walking. I'm trying to get up and put clothes on and shit. But by the time she got to the bottom of the steps, and she did not enter the fucking room. It was like, no, it's not a door to close. She just went to the bottom and started talking. So I think she knew what it was, and she went back upstairs.
Was there an awkward moment between you afterwards or anything?
No, she didn't. She didn't say.
Kept it moving.
She knew my girl was over there too, so
Kept it moving.
she knew what it was. No lights on in the fucking room.
Okay. All right, that's respect.
That's good. Yeah.
That's a lot of respect. It's mutual respect. Max?
Hell yeah.
No,
I walked in on her. I didn't walk in. She just had a fucking door open
Okay.
in the middle of the night one time, and I was a kid, and I got up and I saw her and the dude rolling, and I immediately just walked right back home.
No, I have not actually watched I misspoke. I've not walked in my parents. I feel like that'd be weird, but I did.
Carlos ramming your mom.
All right, relax.
Then
I did walk in. I don't know, like growing
Leg
up,
up,
like
dude.
they're
Leg
not
up.
like affectionate. They've been married.
Black socks on at his work.
That
socks.
actually, honestly,
the gold toed socks. Dude.
Yarmulke on, bro. Come on.
no.
Yarmulke.
All right, relax. That's Carlos Romero.
Whose pussy is this?
No.
With the H.
My little brother is a big fan of the show, and I tried to convince my mom to start watching it.
And now it's a dub.
I'm going to have him start next week.
All right. Were they walking on you, Max?
My
or
dad
what?
so this was like, I was probably like 25, like an old neighbor. I was like visiting home from like New York and whatever. So I was like in the basement, in like the TV room in the basement. I had turned the sofa bed into a bed, like in the middle of like it was like 7 p.m. Everyone was home, whatever. My dad just like walks right in. He's like, I'm sorry. And he walked out, and she was freaked. The girl was freaked out, but it wasn't that big of a deal.
Did you finish?
We might have stopped for like 2-3 minutes and then continued.
I wonder if Carlos was proud. Or was he a little bit perturbed?
I mean, he knows so much of my shit.
Pussy, right?
He said, "Keep your fucking socks on next time." He went down and put the socks on and put the yarmulke on and said, "Good luck, son."
Oh, God, Jaren's happy.
This is a good moment. That was great.
That was fun.
Aaron?
It didn't feel like that big of a deal.
My mom's walked in on me. She was not as cool as Jarren's mom. I think I told this on the podcast of losing my virginity. She walked in twice. So she came in and was like, "You need to take her the fuck home."
Oh.
And I was like, "Nah, you know."
Whoa.
I didn't
thugged
say
it
no.
out.
No, I didn't say no. What I did was, I got in my friend's car. We drove to the cul-de-sac, waited for a minute, drove back.
You doubled back.
I snuck her back in
Why
through
did you
the
fuck her in
basement.
the car?
It was with my friend's truck, so I was like, we'll just wait a minute, go back. And this is my virginity. I also I didn't nut yet, so I felt like it didn't
Yeah, it didn't count.
you know. So I was like, okay. So I take her back around, I lay down a little Mexican poncho in my unfinished basement. It smells like it was like next to a lawnmower. It smelled like gasoline. And I finally finished. And I was laying there, and my mom came back down, and she was like, "What the fuck?" And she was so mad at me. And my mom drove her home that night though, which is a real
Wow.
move.
Understand
And
it.
we never discussed it again. We like
Did
You had,
dating her?
you had the socks on.
Oh, I had socks on, bro. Little tiny Adderall dick, and I just fucking gave it to her though, bro.
Wow.
I like cleaned her up with like a work towel, dude. Like engine oil was on the work towel. Cleaned her up, and I felt. I mean, dude, she was nasty.
Wait, was it her first or no?
No, no. Shout out Jules, dude. But Jules had been around, dude.
wow, right after this.
Jules, dude, met her. My buddy met her on Facebook. I'd never even met her before. We picked her up, and yeah, my buddy kept walking in and out. He was so annoyed at how loud we were. But yeah, I mean, my mom took her home, and then the next morning, my mom was like, "Did you have a good night last night?"
Wow.
I was like, "Yeah."
Okay.
But she was way too determined to cockblock. You know what I mean? It's like relax. But
We're
she
doing
was,
this.
She was like,
And you never walked in on her or
no,
folks? Okay.
no, I'd never. I was fine with the interaction me and my mom had with it. It was like,
Well, I will say in my situation, I remember I had my girlfriend upstairs, and we were doing it. I came down, and my mom was just annoyed. It was just like I felt kind of because she was like, I can hear you. I felt bad about that, and then
He's like, "What is with your generation not wearing socks?"
And in terms of walking in on them, I never did, but I remember when I was like 7, I would just come into the room one time, and just like my mom was chilling, and I just flop on the bed as a kid. You flop on the bed, right? Just say hi to mom. And I smelled the bed, and it smelled like butt. And I just remember, like, why does this bed smell like butt?
Wait, were your parents still together?
Yeah.
Wait.
that's so good.
That was mine.
Oh God.
Okay, I got one more.
Okay.
This is kind of absurd, but I'll go with it. Would you rather share a bed with a walrus or an eel?
Fuck. A fucking walrus.
Yeah, walrus.
You'll fucking die.
A walrus?
Yeah.
A walrus is huge, bro. A walrus will crush you and kill you. An eel won't kill you. An eel,
you could die from a fucking electric eel.
but it doesn't have to be an electric eel. It
I
could be
don't like the way the vibe
Yeah, I
of it
don't like
though.
the
That
squigglies.
vibe of it. That's the devil, bro. We already
Yeah,
went
the
over
walrus
that.
is a big. You snug the walrus. You stay very close.
no,
If you snug them very close, this thrashing. You go with it. It doesn't hit you.
He's got a huge tusk. You're gonna get tusk fucked.
No, you're on his back, snuggled. You're fine.
You get some sushi. You're just throwing him little sushi bits every now and then. He's fine.
Yeah, no, you snug the walrus. You get the eel out of there.
I guess if you can feed the walrus, that's good.
Bro, that walrus. I ain't fucking with it. Or not a walrus. That eel.
Yeah.
Eel.
Ugh, slithering around in
Yeah,
the
I don't
bed.
like slithering.
Eels are a special kind of slithery, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they're
They're
sea
demons.
snakes.
Yeah. No,
All right,
thank
well,
you.
Good. All right, well, that's my segment. That's my would you rather.
All right. Should we read the comments from
Oh yeah.
before we? I know some guy shouted us out on Instagram and was like begging us to shout him out. I feel like we'd never
that.
read
Yeah.
his comments or something.
We have a neglected commenter.
I forget where he posted us in his.
That guy too.
This guy, Buddha the Prophet. Shout out Buddha the Prophet.
Shout him out.
He said he's binging
Shout
our
out, man.
podcast.
Shout out.
Fuck yeah.
Buddha the Prophet.
Buddha. Buddha.
Hold on, I gotta get on Wi-Fi to get this.
Smoke Buddha.
Buddha.
Smoke Buddha.
Runts.
I remember when Redman came out with that shit. I got a slight problem. I smoke weed too much. Knees buckle the fuck up when I'm splitting my Dutch. I was like, yo.
Back up.
Yeah, that was real good, man.
All right.
What else to say?
Top
Go ahead,
of the
Jared.
song.
What were you saying?
No, he said, what's it say?
I just forgot.
Okay.
I was about to talk. I was saying something else about the lieutenant who got stopped by fucking the cops. Oh yeah, that's what I was about to say about that. They pulled him over because they said he had tents. Now, with cops, I've gotten pulled over because I've heard my tents was too dark and my shit.
Oh, yeah.
They got a special fucking thing they can just put on the fucking window and they just tell you the percentage of the fucking tents.
Oh, speaking of, the tent shit. Oh, that's cool. That's smart. As far as the percentage thing, but I didn't. What's the name? Get pulled over because he had air fresheners in the fucking thing.
Yeah, they said that nigga had air fresheners. Yeah, I never heard it. It's
Talk about
illegal to have air fresheners.
Petty.
I guess in Minneapolis, dangling from the fucking rear view.
And he was what was it, get his car washed or some shit? I mean, anyways,
That is crazy.
a lot of perturbing stuff going on.
Which is another reason to lock her ass up. But go on.
What is the worst, Wilson Riles? What is the worst place to go on tour, be it food, lodging, or audience? It seems like a lot of artists don't fuck with Oregon. Also, shout out to Jarren, Scorpio Gang in these streets. Kudos to Max for pronouncing the name right. I'd drive you all day, baby.
Well, I will say this:
Ooh.
this is a recipe for never getting booked in whatever town that you say is the worst one, right?
Now,
again,
you know,
viewership
is he saying the
that
worst
powerful.
as far as food?
Yeah, food and lodge is okay. I
Food,
think.
lodging, or audience?
We don't do audience.
Yeah, food and lodging.
Yeah.
Oh, food. You could diss anyone's food. I mean, food.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I
feel
mean,
like the
the
Midwest
food
is
and
kinda-
the
Midwest is notoriously bland.
Kind of
food
shitty.
in
yeah.
Indianapolis.
What was it like?
I don't know. It was nothing.
I mean, you can get a good fucking Ruth's Chris anywhere. You get a good
Sure.
Red Lobster anywhere. But I mean, if you're talking about local fare, I'm staying out the Midwest.
Yeah.
Maybe a little barbecue.
Yeah,
but
I'm gonna say
in
that.
general.
Yeah,
the
Kansas City's got
Midwest.
barbecue. Chicago has some stuff.
But yeah, I'm
I
just
forgot
saying.
about Chicago too, though.
But,
Chicago.
but for the most part, yeah.
You could probably
I
get a
would
good steak dinner at some of these places if you go high end. you know?
Omaha. For sure you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to Omaha, like Omaha.
You know what? I was in. You know what? Shout out to motherfucker Omaha. Hold on, now where the fuck I ate them tacos at, Max?
That was Omaha.
Omaha?
That was strange. We had really good tacos in Omaha.
And you know who spit in them with the COVID spit?
Jaron?
That's
no,
probably
the
where I
fucking
got
waiter.
it
That's
from.
why he's got fucking
That's what, yeah.
I'm fine with it.
COVID.
Patrick Cisneros. Yo, Jaron, what's your opinion on Sayeri the Kid? Dude is crazy talented.
I like how he's
fuck with
asking someone
Cyrus.
else's opinion. He's like, "Yo, what's your opinion?" He's very dope. But he has his own opinion.
I like Sorry. I mean, I guess that's all I can say.
What about Unknown Capone?
What? We don't know who he is.
Who that is.
Unknown.
He stays true to his name, at least. That's-
Raphael said, Aaron looks cozy as hell out there. He's speaking about your vibes in the
Big Bear.
cabin.
And Big Bear.
Miss Mallory, you guys always killing. I've watched every episode and look forward every week for a new one. Keep up the great work. Been a fan a long time. That's fire. Unfortunately, we promptly stopped.
As soon as she
said that,
commented.
we had a
It's a
a
kiss
break.
of death. Yeah.
We missed 2 weeks thanks to Jaron, but we're back in full effect. Kiri Allen show was dope. Jaron,
Are you just mispronouncing names? Every name you say sounds like a strange,
you try it.
experience.
Kiri, Allen. Yeah, they are all weird.
They're weird names. They're Jaron fans.
All right, that's good. Good for them.
Show was dope, Jaron. This is my favorite motherfucking podcast. Salute, guys. I appreciate that.
Thank you,
Kiri,
Kiri.
appreciate you, bro.
Yo, a few people,
Thank you.
mad people came up. A few people came up during the tour and were like, "Yo, we fuck with the podcast heavy."
Yeah, this
One
is
guy-
Max's. Sorry, go ahead.
One guy walked up to me at the merch booth. Was like, "Shalom." I was like, "What?" He was like, "I'm a big fan of the podcast." I was like, "All right."
Max is funny.
And then I had to
Sorry.
sign his shirt.
Oh, you did it.
Yeah, I
Oh,
signed a
that's
few
good.
people's shirts.
Well, it's funny, Max, because he'll like one person will like comment and be like, "Yo, by the way, they're commenting crazy." I think we should and what they're commenting about is he'll start to make like little like specific like data points based on like 3 comments. Like, I think that we were trending to the left because 5. And you're like, bro,
There you go. That's Max. Yo, you gotta make a data fucking analysis about some shit.
anyways, that's cool though. People,
A Boogie Raps. Sorry, guys, I'm behind. I haven't listened to the pod yet, but I did listen to that Yeezy 350 remix, and it is fire. New
Okay.
beat is hard, and Webby did Webby things. For
okay.
sure. Y'all gotta. I Granola, been a long time. Y'all gotta get Muffin on the podcast to share stories.
Ooh.
For real, for real. Is he out?
He is out, actually. I think he just got
Back
in trouble
in?
with the law for public drunkenness. I saw on his Instagram, but we'll get him on a Zoom,
Would he come
actually.
on?
Yeah, he'd come on, and he'd be a fucking
Oh, let's get Muffin.
little
on.
We
piece
need
of
Muffin.
shit. But yeah, he'd be...
The-
I get scared he'd try to flex too hard, but whatever. We can still fuck
we'll
with
have
him and
fun
have
with
fun
him.
with him. Yeah,
What's he
Let him get a little 15 minutes in.
Yeah.
Let him flex.
he'll just try to whatever. We'll get him in there.
Derek Fuggett. He's back. That Scorpio shit had me rolling. What did we say about Scorpio shit?
We were
I
just
don't
talking about
remember.
astrology, I think, at the end when I was making the fire. Remember we were...
I am married to a beautiful black Scorpio woman, and I have to tell you, it's amazing. Not for real though. All right. What's Scorpio? Like,
I
when
think
are
we were
you-
just shitting on astrology, like Aaron
Yeah,
said.
we're
And I don't know
fine.
how we said it.
He says, I can't wait for the next one. I don't care how late it is. Just please don't stop. I need this, man. And then he said,
And then we stopped.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, because he did this 5 days ago. So after this has been out for a couple weeks, so we had clearly stopped. He's like, I don't care how late it is. Just please don't stop. What a guy.
Oh man, I love that.
Oh, shit. I forgot. I hope
Slow
y'all get...
guy.
hella ass and money on the tour.
Hella ass. Hella ass. That's great. What a well wish.
That's a good well wish.
Yeah.
We didn't get either. Still the best podcast that's not a podcast. 7 out of 5 stars. Love you, Dropouts. We love you too. Yo, Jarren, I dropped $140 on your CDs. You couldn't throw in an auto. I don't know what that means.
You know what that is?
Well, we apologize, Anthony.
$140 on the CDs?
I mean, we had like 6 CDs for. That seems like a lot.
Autograph. Couldn't throw in an auto.
Oh,
we're
you should have
retarded.
asked me for it, man.
High school dropouts.
It might have been one. Yeah. We apologize.
This is like a mail CD situation? And he wanted to
No, it was
autograph?
probably on the tour. But most of the nights we were doing, there was one night where, based on the rules of the booking, like they sold meet and greets in such a way that like we had to keep Jarren. Like Jarren couldn't sign and meet and greet with people who didn't pay for it. No.
Oh.
Because like the venue sold meet and greets.
Oh, that was part of their menu, one of their menu items.
So if he went and did that for everybody, the venue would have been mad at us.
Got it.
Which is, I understand.
All right. Well,
But
next
I
time,
apologize.
spend $280 and you get the auto.
You know what, buddy?
Whatever he's about to say is not true. Like, I'll send it to me. I'll send it back.
He just said thank you, sorry. That was it. Very simple.
Look at Max.
Yeah.
He handled it.
If you're ever in LA, we'll let you drive Max's Mercedes
Yes.
and make it,
Yeah.
without
Wow.
Max in the car even. We'll just
Whoa.
let you take it out for a little bit and just have fun.
And that's been another episode of The High School Dropouts with Jarren Benton.
Yo, man, I'm glad you survived it, bro.
Yeah, I'm glad to, dude.
I survived. I just can't
Fine
wait
with
to
it.
feel back 100%
Yeah.
normal.
Why don't you
Then
come
I'll
out here
really
for a
be
bit?
cooking with grease.
Yeah,
Well,
man. And shit's gonna be opening
Let
up.
me
You'll be
hold that.
touring.
Let me hold that car, Max. I'll come out there.
Come
man.
get it.
And I'll say you seem to be you seem to be a little bit less down, just since you got to do the tour. So shit's opening up more. You survived COVID, so yeah, we looking up, man.
Yeah. Hell, fuck yeah.
Now you're
blow
sounding
up.
sick
Aaron.
again.
Oh yeah. It comes and it goes, Aaron.
I'm glad we're ending on it, though. It's something I'll have to think about tonight.
Good.
Oh.
I was making a joke about the fucking...
What a guy.
What a guy.
Hell of a guy.